Oh, wow.
That flashed right the way around then. Thank you, Jack. We really appreciate that. Are you enjoying your ale? Way and that one. Colin, good.
Whoa.
Yes. Who had... What was that? Huh?
It's going. Please tell me that's on camera. It's going. It must be on camera. Look, it's going. Behind us.
Oh, anyway.
And touch.
Sorry.
What was the matter? Okay, tap.
That I just scared the living bejesus.
Since time began, people have debated, is afterlife real? Do souls or spirits walk our paths here on Earth? Or is it a trick of our minds? The team are joined by fellow investigators from around the country. It is our passion to answer the questions that must be answered.
Tonight the team are investigating the legendary Jamacia Inn high up on Bodmin Moor here in Cornwall.
Yes, please. Thank you.
What the hell?
I'd like you to copy this for us.
That was your cue. It was very fun.
And a loud one.
And just to let you know, you had the response from that area.
Yeah. It is.
Excellent. Thank you, Tommy. It's nice to meet you.
Thank you, Tommy.
Crazy!
Really loud as possible, Tommy. Thank you. Good kids, Tommy. Okay. Yes.
And a nod.
Yeah.
This is absolutely insane. Could you maybe produce a really nice loud bang in answer? Does that?
Is that behind Sam?
Yeah. Thank you.
Give us a sign. That was a tap.
Where's the tap?
And out there.
Did you see it?
That's what I was watching. That's what I was watching. Just to maybe give us one loud bang to say goodbye. I'd be truly grateful. Wow.
You asked, you received.
So there's some got speakers up here, and there's also IR lights. They're going to pretty much check everything because at this moment it's just reading 0.0 and 15 to 15.1 degrees. Hasn't really changed. Still reading 0.0, which is a good sign. I expected it to be higher, to be fair. So I'm just going to give everything as much as I can. Okay, we've got a minute spike of 0.1 there. I wouldn't say that was anything specific as such, so just documenting it just to be on the safe side. The temperature has gone up over here, it's now 16.2. Throughout most of the gift shop it was 0.0.
Okay, so Karim, we are now in the gift shop, right?
Yes.
Now, why have you brought me in here? What you wanted to do, like an experiment of some sort? Is that right?
Yes, indeed. The gift shop tends to be, for the last few months, one of the most active parts of the inn.
Right. Sorry, I just seen a flashing light behind me there, and I wondered what that was there. I hadn't clocked that. Yeah.
So, when the staff open up in the mornings, they have to walk from the door to switch the lights on.
Okay.
They hear childish giggling.
Oh, right. What? From in here?
From in here.
Right.
So this is opening up before the children are about, or before, you know, the inn's open
Yeah,
from
yeah.
the outside. And the other interesting thing is, especially the younger staff, like Lauren, who has long hair, can get their ponytail pulled.
Right.
We were
Okay.
chatting to a new member of staff today, and the bell on the counter, she was stood there waiting for a customer to come in,
Yeah.
and it just dinged on its own.
Okay, so there has been quite a bit of noted activity in
Very
here.
much so.
So, is this sort of? Oh, obviously it's quite an old building itself. Then, I mean, have we
No,
got-
this actual building was only built in 1990,
Oh, right.
but we believe because outside the walkway was an outside walkway,
I see.
and that's where the figure of a tall man is seen, and where in September I saw the figure of a small child run,
Oh,
and there were people sat on the step and they hear the.
footsteps. Oh, wow. Okay.
And what we do when we have our public investigations, it doesn't work every time,
No.
but only a specific type of person. We will use a temperature,
As I've got in my
thermotemperature gun,
hand. Yeah.
favourable, and we'll always call out for a little boy called Tommy and his friends.
Tommy. Right.
So we take a baseline reading.
On that note, yeah?
Yeah.
So what we'll do is, I appreciate camera purposes, we actually, well, if I'm being blatant, I mean, that's 11.8 right now. Yeah.
So that's your base reading then.
Yes. All right.
And then what we're going to do is we're going to leave the thermal gun pointing at this ball, and we're going to ask for the children to come forward, put their hands on the ball, and bring the temperature down off that ball only.
Okay.
We did it last night. We had a base reading of 12.6.
Right.
And it went down to 4.6.
Wow, that's quite a dramatic drop.
Yes.
Excellent.
Doesn't happen every time.
No,
So
you
fingers
can't predict
crossed.
these things. Yeah, no, of
So
course.
just to encourage it, we're going to read
Yeah.
some nursery rhymes, and we're going to hopefully attract the children in.
Okay, let's
So if you're ready,
go for it. Go for it.
I've got a Cornish nursery rhyme.
Right.
So
Well,
something that would be familiar.
of course. Yeah.
So I'm going to read it out.
Go on. Yeah. Do you want me to have my?
Yeah, if
want
you
that on
just
at all
keep
times?
your, that's it, keep it on there. As I was going to St. Ives, I met a man with 7 wives. Each wife had 7 sacks. Each sack had 7 cats. Each cat had 7 kits. Kits, cats, sacks, and wives. How many were going to St. Ives? So we're calling out to the children. Tommy, Elizabeth, Arabella, Hannah. We ask you to come into the gift shop. You know what to do. We have your favourite ball, Tommy. I do have your favourite pebble on top of the music box. If you can do as you did last night, put your hands on the ball and bring the temperature down as low as you can. So the base reading
That's
is...
just literally dropped from 11.8 to 11.6. Then it's gone down to just
Okay.
only a fraction.
Right, so take in consideration 1 degree.
Oh yeah.
Because we're in here
4.
for body heat.
4. It's dropping down.
Okay.
It just went down to 4.
Right. Tommy?
Thank you.
Okay, so I'm here now with Colin, and we are in room number 6. Now, some of the activity that happens in here is the furniture shaking. Is that correct?
Yeah.
And apparently, in the corner where the bathroom is, also there has been rumoured reports of a man, a dark-shadowed man.
Dark shadowed man with a tricorn hat
And then
and a cloak.
apparently he stands at the end of the bed. Basically, I gather, watching people's
Comes
sleep.
from the bathroom and comes over this way.
Okay, cool. So basically, we're gonna give this a shot and investigate in this room. It's supposed to be an active room, so I'm gonna hand you over to Colin because obviously he knows this building better than what I do. So I'm gonna let you start off with the investigation.
Okay then. Well, one of the things that we do have and we've had reported here is where we have the chair by the wardrobe. We've had people that have sat in that chair and they've heard tapping and scratching coming from the wardrobe.
Okay.
Now that's attributed to this guy who comes from that area and comes in through. So what we might try to do is to call out and see if we can actually get either movement from the wardrobe or an actual tapping or scratching.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, and obviously we've got various bits of little kit on the bed here to see if we can get some sort of activity.
Yeah.
So, calling out to the spirit that walks this room and vacates and comes around this room. If you're here with us, could you make a sound for us? Could we hear your footsteps? Or maybe could you tap and scratch the wardrobe to let us know that you're here? Why don't you ask to see if something will come to you tonight?
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Why not? Okay, so if you haven't already realised or guessed, I will be the person that's sleeping in this room tonight. So, I'm going to give you a little bit of a challenge. I want you to wake me up by shaking this bed tonight when I'm asleep, making a noise on that cabinet, doing something that will wake me up. So that's my little challenge to you. I'm not forcing you to do it in any way, shape or form, but if you want to have a little bit of fun or a giggle, there's your little challenge that I'm going to give you. Now if you want to do that, can you give us some sort of response now that you want us?
Go on.
I should do another nursery rhyme. Make it go to 8 as I'm saying the nursery rhyme.
Come on, while Corinne's reading that nursery rhyme, you're familiar with Corinne's voice. Show me how clever you are, please.
Keep going. Jack
And take
and
that
Jill
down.
went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Jack fell down and broke his crown, and Jill came tumbling after. Up got Jack and home did trot as fast as he could caper. He went to bed and bound his head with vinegar and brown paper. Come on then.
Come on then, Tommy. Let me see if you can get that down to an 8 for me, please. I've never seen this before. And Corinne was wanting to show me this as an experiment. And she tells me you're really good at it. That's it. Well done. If you can keep going like that, you'll be on 5 before we know it, won't you? Can you keep going and show me how clever you are, please? You're really, really good at this, aren't you? Do you like that ball? Come over and touch the ball and see how low we can get it. Can we get it to 8 now, please?
Come on, my darlings. You are wonderful. I'm so, so proud of you. Come and show Auntie Kelly what you can do. Make it down to 8 now. Keep it going. Use our energy to help you.
By all means.
Come on, it's nearly at 8.
You're so close now.
Come on, my angels. All the children of the inn, come and make that ball really, really cold. Bring that number down to an 8. Come on, I know you can do it. You're so, so clever.
Don't be shy. Come and see me. I've got children. I've got lots of children. I'd love for you to come over and show me how clever you are as well. Thank you. Can you make it an 8 for me, please? Just a little bit more. And we'll be down to 8.
You'll have another nursery rhyme.
Oh, there we
Come on,
go.
make it go to 8. And I'll say another nursery rhyme
Thank
just
you.
for you.
Excellent.
Wow, you are so, so clever. I'm so proud of you.
Oh, and
To be quite honest with you as well, some of the guests have had their experiences when they've been sat in that chair right by the side of the wardrobe as well.
Is it worth me maybe sitting in the chair for a little bit?
It could be worth having a go sitting in the chair
Okay.
and see if you can actually hear from the wardrobe, because you're closer to the wardrobe, you hear any scratching, you hear any movement of it.
Yeah, it's true. I should just. Let's try.
Working.
Yeah, I'm good. Got that leg.
Are you on, Dave?
Yeah. Okay.
I'm still on call.
Right. So, as
Sorry.
Yeah, that's right. As Colin just said, some people in this room say they get some activity while being sat in this chair. I just heard a bang
In the bathroom.
in the bathroom. Are you possibly not happy with me being sat in this chair for some reason?
If you want Dave to stay where he is, light up them blue lights. Are you about to do something for us? Or can you scare Dave tonight for me? Or can you scare Dave tonight for me? Or can you scare Dave tonight for me?
I hope that wasn't a yes.
I've not actually had this where it beeps but not flashes. Again, I did ask you, were you a little boy?
Whoa.
Oh dear, right, so you're a little boy.
That's it, keep it going. Have you noticed the MF1 hasn't gone off?
No,
once?
no. That would
That's
actually be a temperature drop there, wouldn't it?
That's right, yeah.
Because that, yeah, just to document. Can you explain that to the camera for me? What device you've got there as well with
It's
us?
a MF1, it's a 3-in-1 device. So top one is Fahrenheit temperature. The middle is EMF, same principle as a K2, and the bottom one is a geophone, so it's vibration. So if you hear walking or tapping, that type of thing, it will light up.
And that device hasn't dropped in any form of temperature. The device
No,
is directly
just
next to the
the
ball
ball.
almost.
Just the ball.
Only the ball
We're
is
down
dropping.
to 8.2.
8.2.
Come on, guys. Come on, Tommy, Elizabeth, everyone. Get it down to 7. You have your nursery rhyme.
And we'll leave
and
the
your
marble.
ball. We'll leave the marble in your secret place
Oh, yeah.
for you to play with. Just one more effort, one big effort.
You're
Get
brilliant.
it down to 7.
Go on.
You
just
can do
just
it.
for me, that would be really, really good if you could do that
Come
for
on.
me.
That is
Thank
fabulous.
you.
Get it down to
One more,
7.
come on.
Come on, my darlings. You can do it. Yes.
7.9. Well done.
Thank you. Let's do
Well
your
done. So
nursery
that is
rhyme.
5-degree drop in the space of, what's this, about 7-8 minutes maybe?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. We're gone to 7.7. You are brilliant. Thank you for this. So you done this last night and you're doing it again.
7.6.
You're really, really clever, aren't you?
So this is the principle of the experiment, like I say. We don't have the time to spend as long as we do, you know, on the public night.
Of course.
But we've had 12 degrees on a hot summer's night.
You've had a 12-degree, what, 12-degree drop?
Drop on a
Oh,
hot
wow.
summer's night.
Well, we're actually now, I don't know if cameras want to document
7.4?
7.4.5. It's up to you. If
Should we
cameras,
try for 6?
it's, I tell you what, yeah. I mean,
Can I
that
try
would
for
be
6?
6-degree drop, wouldn't it? You know, just literally, if you could, we're at 7.4 now. And I would be so, so happy. I know we said 7 and you've done that and we are really, really proud of you. But if just so that we can show our lovely camera here, if you can get it onto 6 for us, make that ball really cold for me. If you could kindly put it onto number 6, we will let you go and play with the marble. We'll put some music on for you.
I'll tell you what, we'll leave the marble and the music box
For you to
in
play
here
with.
for you to play
Yeah.
with for a few hours tonight.
There
How's
we
that,
go.
Tommy? Bring that down to 6 now, my darling, and we will leave that there for you.
Did you used to live here? Or are you Hannah? Have you come from the next room across? Hello, my darling. You came out to play last evening, didn't you? Yesterday. K2's just gone off and all. K2's just gone off and all. Well, welcome.
Hello, Hannah. I know you don't know me, but I'm Dave. It's nice to meet you.
Don't be shy, Hannah. Come and talk to Dave. Come and say hello. Hello, my princess. Thank you for coming. I know. Thank you so much. I'm very, very proud of you. Very proud of you.
I will say I'm very impressed as well.
There's a girl. I wonder. Oh, you're coming over. Come on then. Can you perhaps touch one of the other devices for me? That would be helpful. I know you know how to use that device because you were using it last night. And I did promise you that I'd buy you a toy, didn't I? And I haven't done that yet. So tomorrow I will get you something, I promise.
No, I'm gonna joke.
I did promise you a teddy bear, didn't I? Would you like a new teddy bear? Or a doll? Or a ball? Oh. You want a ball, do you?
Hannah, I don't want to disturb you because you're doing really well using that device. I have this one, the red light, which I'm just about to pick, which I've got in my hand. Could you just walk up to that? Just walk up to that, or just say your name, or just say hello into that red light there.
Hannah, are you trying to tell me something? Because you're getting very... You are trying to tell me something. You trying to warn me? If you're trying to warn me, flash them blue lights really bright. Okay, darling, calm down. Can you step away from that? Just step away from that now for me a little minute. No, it's strange because when we came in here, Dave, it was there.
Yeah.
Nothing was going on.
Not a thing.
And then when I asked for her to come in,
We get it to
Come
6
on.
right now, 6.9.
Come on, my darling. Come on, last try. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Very, very close. Keep going. Just once more. Come on. Last try. Big push. Cold, cold, cold. Come on. Come on, you can do it. Come on, Tommy, my angel. 666. Come on.
666, really?
Come on, get it to number 6. Come on, babes.
Nearly there.
Come
Go
on.
on. Yeah.
Yes. Well
We've done
done.
it. Excellent.
Well done. We'll leave you the toys to play
Thank
with.
you. Well
There we
done.
go.
So you've just documented that dropping, yeah, on camera. So I'm gonna release that now. If that's we're at 6.9. So thank you. That was really quite an interesting
It's fantastic when it does it.
to document. That was 6 degrees just in that space of time. So, like you said, you have a bit more time sometimes when you're here with all your guests.
Yes.
And you've dropped it down to even 12 degrees you've mentioned, so that's...
The only other time that happens is in room 5.
Can you think of any rational explanation?
like
It's just,
with
I'm
everything.
intrigued because this is new to us. We've not done an experiment such as this. I find this...
Like with everything, there could be a rational explanation, but what intrigues me is I will bring in different people, and it's only a certain type of person asking that it will happen to.
So sometimes it won't happen at all. It
Not
would just
at all.
stay stationary.
Yep, you might get 1 degree, if that.
Do you think it would be so much of a big ask? What I'm interested about is what you mentioned earlier as well. May have only happened the once. You've mentioned that new member of staff.
Yes.
I wonder
Try the bell.
if we could, that would absolutely top it off. I wonder if we could try and
Go on then.
just have a few minutes, if we're all in agreement, that we try and see if we can call out and see if these lovely spirits could do that. Do you reckon?
Try it.
Should we try? Should we see if we can? So you think Tommy
Tommy is to me, though I'm not psychic, I think Tommy is the leader.
of the
That's
little
the
group
one
of
that
children,
seems
perhaps?
to, if you ask her, you're more likely to get things happen.
Okay, so calling out to anybody that may be here. Tommy, Arabella, did you say? Possibly Elizabeth.
Yes.
Anybody that's here. If that was you just then, that's just made that ball really cold for me. Thank you. That was brilliant. But I understand one of the young ladies that work in here
There it is.
have said that you've rang the bell for them once. Do you think you could show us how you do that as well? Just maybe to say goodbye, and then we will leave you with your marble and the music box. And you can have a run around. Do you think you could do that for us?
Come on, press the bell. Give it a loud bang.
Quite frankly, that would be the icing on the cake, wouldn't it, if that was to happen right now? That would be brilliant.
Come on, children, run to the bell, press the bell, made it go ting. You can do it. Come on, Tommy, you might have to do it, my darling. Go and press the bell on the counter. Come
Well,
on,
let
my
us hear your
sweet.
footsteps. Is that something as well?
Yes, later on, when the bar's shut, we'll sit around, and that's, if you're really quiet, that's when you hear the running of little feet. Perhaps we might do it later, because later on we'll leave the door open.
And we'll be able to hear.
We'll
yeah,
hear
and
it.
we will know. Obviously,
Yes.
we've now done in this area, and you've been really good, so thank you. So what we'll do, we'll have the door open, and if we're in an area nearby, this will just be here. We may
Yeah.
hear it. So, yeah. Okay, on that note, I think, is there anything else in this area that you can
Nope.
show? No, you're quite
Yeah,
happy.
that's
Yeah,
it
I
for
mean,
now.
still brilliant. Yeah, thank you. That's great. So, I think we will move on now and go to another area. See what else we can find, eh? This is fantastic. Thank you again so much. Okay, over and out, next area. Right, so we are sitting now in the main bar area of the inn. Now, allegedly there's been reports of unexplained activities in here, isn't it? And I was talking to one of the bar staff earlier this evening, and we've actually got behind Colin on the table, we have an old tankard with half a pint of ale. Now, allegedly what the staff have reported is each time they've had some unexplainable occurrences, one being the actual phone or something coming off the hook, or, you know, unexplainably, and I think a couple of other experiences, they've noted that each time these activities have occurred, maybe it's just coincidence, but they've noted that there's been half a pint of ale left at the end of the bar, haven't they? Now I appreciate we've not left it at the end of the bar, but the story goes, and correct me if I'm wrong guys, but the gentleman that they feel this spirit may be apparently does like to sit here next to the fire behind us, is that correct?
Yeah.
So we've got the tankard there as a little, why is that flashing, that device behind us as well then? It was flashing red, Cole.
That's the vibration.
That's vibration, was it? Okay, just as I was mentioning it.
That's top. It was the top. wasn't
Top
it?
red
So
ones.
it's temperature, so
Temperature.
something is...
But obviously it's right by the fire, so
Yes,
it's gonna
yeah.
have. So Jack, there's a tankard on the table behind me, and it's got some drink in there for you. We thought we'd leave you a little bit of drink tonight, but to have it, we want you to come and interact with us.
Behind us.
Oh, there you go.
Wait,
Hello,
he'll be
buddy.
sat on his chair.
Jack,
Oh,
was that you that lifted the phone behind the bar? If it was you, Jack, could you light up the device behind, and then you can have a sip of your beer or your ale?
excellent.
Going.
Oh my god. Oh,
Yes.
So it was you. You little tinker, you. I had an idea it might be. Thank you for coming forward. And do you know what? To be honest, Corinne,
Yeah.
I think it's nice for you to be honest for a change.
Yeah.
Oh.
nice to meet you, Jack.
Now, can we just say, last night in here, those did not go off.
At all.
Not with the guests.
Thank you, Jack. We really appreciate that. Are you enjoying your ale? Where are you on that one? Something touched the back of your head.
Did it?
Come on, flick my hair.
Flicked
Did it really?
Yeah.
Come on, like a little flick. Wasn't that?
Great.
What is that?
So he's doing a Kelly flick?
Yeah. He flicked me there. I'll be honest.
Right.
Piss taken out.
Okay, look. Is that you, Jack? Did you just touch the back of Dave's head? Thank you.
Does your device go off very often, or no?
No, that's been
Sorry.
sat in places and done nothing.
So is that interesting for you, for yourselves? Good.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
MF. It's not going on.
Jack, would you kindly come and stand in front of me and Kelly, please, and just put your hands round the blue box on the floor. Just let us know that you are stood here. That would be so kind of you, sir.
I don't know why, but I suggest that that device you just put up by there.
Which one?
The periscope.
Periscope?
Let's move the periscope a bit.
There?
Yeah.
That may have been caused just by you then.
Yeah.
Static, obviously, no.
Jack, can you go and stand on that for me? Come and stand in front. Or are you quite happy sat there drinking that ale?
That's where I'd be.
Ooh,
By the
ooh,
fire.
ooh.
Oh,
That
wow.
being
That
said,
flashed right the way around then. Did anybody catch that?
No, I
Oh.
didn't see it.
No.
Jack,
So you are cooperating with us then, Jack? I've got to be quite honest, my little friend, that's the first.
Oh, Colin, good.
well,
Yes.
how's... We've got that one going off there, we've got that one going off there.
Yeah, but
hang on. Let's
Could
see
that-
if we can get it
Prior
on
to
camera.
that, I said to you, I think you ought to move it from there and put
Yeah,
it by
'cause
there.
you had a
because I
feeling.
had a feeling that something was going to
Jack,
can we get it done a third time? That's because it went nice and slow
Yeah.
all the way round, didn't it?
Jack, thank you for doing that, mate. I really do appreciate it. Could you come and do that again for us and maybe make that little device there go around again? Just once more, that's all. Come on, Jack, you can do it. Or do we have another spirit here?
That's what I was thinking.
That's why I said, that
Yeah.
one and that one going off.
Good point.
I thought that personally myself.
I've got to be from my perspective.
Yeah.
Let's take that off. I think we've got Jack here.
I reckon he's just sat watching us there.
I just think he's quite happy sat over
Having
there
his
with a
pint.
nail. So he's chuffed to beans, he's got one of them.
Yeah.
But I'm wondering if another energy has come in from that direction, have come up, curious of why Jack's happy.
Why Jack's happy, yeah.
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 It's either come up from that direction or come from
So
that
do
direction.
you think an adult or a
it's
child?
I get a sense that this is a darker figure which has probably been seen once or twice,
Oh.
shadow-wise.
Is this Henry that we were talking to
No.
down?
Can you come a little bit closer, or wherever you are? You're being quite aloof from me.
Is this
It's
the
like
man
they're
in the
not
green
coming,
cape?
doesn't want to come forward, but it's just standoffish.
Yeah.
If
Is
that,
this
if that makes sense.
Is this the one seen with the green cape?
I don't know,
You
or
don't know.
that they're well back.
Yeah.
Just enough for me to sense that something's come in, but it's not wanting to come too forward and give too much away for some reason. And I don't think it's anything to do with what we've had from there. This is something from here.
Okay, so maybe try and...
So, are we talking of any former landlords, the Brawls, the Chedwins?
I get a sense.
The
I get a
Duns.
sense that this person is known here.
Could I just make one thing aware? Since we've stopped talking about Jack,
it's gone quiet.
that has stopped.
Jack, are you still with us? Could you make the device beep and let us know if you're still there with your ale? Could you light it up for us again, please? Make it beep.
Did you follow us down from upstairs? This is uncharacteristic for Jack. He's gone.
What if it was the guy in room 6?
Oh. It seems to happen whenever you talk, Dave. I think Dave needs to...
I think you do, yeah.
Alright then. Encouragement.
Room 6. That's your room, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
That's, yeah, sorry, I made a mistake. I thought your room was room 5. That's the one I was referring to, so try it. Go on.
Alright if you are the guy that is reportedly supposed to be in room 6, and you possibly maybe want to communicate with me, if that's you, can you make at least one of these devices light up, make a noise, beep? I gave you the invitation, so I'm gathering you've taken that invitation, so taking that invitation, so
Who had...
Again.
What was that? Who had...
Again.
What was that?
I gave you the invitation, so I'm gathering you've taken that invitation, so
Who had...
Again.
What was that?
No,
Huh?
no, guys. I think the door just went.
Didn't it?
That was the door.
No, it was Sam moving on the bench,
it?
wasn't it? Was it?
move.
I was... Right, that was too much in one go.
Yeah.
We looked at each other because, you know when I said about like a nose whistle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah? I think we both heard that. You're there saying you heard a noise from that direction. And Colin is saying it sounded like the door just went.
What
That
did
was-
you hear?
Oh my... And now that's going.
Okay.
We need something a little bit more
Yeah, definitely.
active than that.
Yeah.
Instead of one little beat. Let's have a bit more.
Big thud.
Yeah, huge thud.
Do we have any American servicemen that drank here during the Second World War? Any GIs that had a few glasses of ale before they took the famous D-Day landings trip across the Channel, which some never came back?
What's up, Dave?
My own eyes. It's my own eyes.
Well, you haven't borrowed none off me.
So any American servicemen? You flew out from Davistow Airport, which is just a few miles to where I'm pointing, in your big bombers, and you bombed the French ports along the Bay of Biscay. Is that correct? Make another buzz on that device. Or any of the people whose planes crashed into the hill behind. There were Germans. So guten Abend, wo bist du? Come and see. There was a poor gentleman that lost his life in a small plane when he flew into fog. That was in the field behind the inn. Any of you here, please give us a sign. What's the matter?
Shadow come over you.
What?
It was like I was sat here
Yeah.
and I know you didn't move because I was like I was just listening to Corinne and a shadow come across. I saw in the corner of my eye across your face.
Yeah, it beeps
Right.
every time you say anything, Dave.
There is a pattern to that.
Oh, what is that? Are you trying to count?
That's what I was counting in between
Was it?
the
Yeah,
flips to see the pattern of it.
Yeah. I think though, let's see. I think Dave should try again because it
Yeah.
maybe, like you said, you're saying that there's a possible, but it has been each time Dave's
Yeah.
spoke.
Okay.
So maybe try again. Just last chance.
Try asking her about the Second World War.
Okay.
That's not.
No, that was
Timing.
quicker than last
That's
Yeah.
time.
quicker than
Yeah.
last time, yeah.
Can I just suggest one thing before I start?
Yeah.
Maybe do a wolf whistle. See if you get a reply back.
Yeah.
But not from me, because I'm
Who's
not.
good at wolf whistles?
I'm not attracted
Sam
to
can do
men.
it.
Go on then, Sam.
I heard the cat. I didn't hear a whistle. I heard like
No,
a
I
rumble.
heard it's like
Oh, that's my stomach.
Oh, she was still.
I've been beat on
Oh no, that was right.
that. That was a shorter one than the other
Than
one.
previously, so it's right.
So, we're talking about the Americans, the GIs,
Yep.
wolf whistle. So, Glenn Miller, Vera Lynn. Now that
went
was
green.
green, so that was closer.
And you mentioned Vera Lynn.
Vera Lynn. Do we have any English soldiers from our fine English army? Were you present when George VI came to Boventure for lunch to observe the practice for the D-Day landings on Bodmin Moor?
Right, so maybe on that, try just.
Can I just ask one thing? One thing. We know of two famous people. Did Winston Churchill ever come to this inn secretly to watch the practice for the D-Day landings with Dwight Eisenhower? We know that Dwight was in Bodmin on the June the 24th, 1944. Did he come to this inn? No, just wanted to say.
It's like you go to talk and it beeps, isn't it? And then when you actually ask something.
It's interesting the colour of light, so the different proximity to it. So if the REM pod was too close, it would be going on continuously.
Yeah.
Can I ask just one more thing for us? Because we're pretty much drawing this to a close.
We are ready, answer.
Yeah.
That's brilliant. I like it. But the one next to it would be more impressive if you could try and use that one instead. If you can. Yeah.
That was a buzz, like a
there.
buzz, like a buzz type BP noise, wasn't it? Did you hear that?
Could you're touching the area to that device, move over to that one and touch that area. So a green light will light up, please. That will give us confirmation that we're actually talking to a spirit with intelligence. Because if we can get certain devices
To go off on demand.
then we can put picture cards down, hold up a matching one.
I'm more
and
concerned
say,
why
which one's that?
Jack disappeared.
I think,
like
yeah.
that. To be
Something
quite
else.
honest, and I think that's where you need to concentrate it. Why is he gone?
Oh,
Do you think we need to move down to there
I
now?
got a feeling. I think it's moving to a different area. Myself.
try and chase it because I just still
There's something
something
there.
round that corner.
I haven't stopped looking.
Yeah.
So I keep leaning forward and keep.
Okay. So if that has been someone here in spirit, thank you. I'm always very grateful of any way you've tried to communicate.
Okay, so we're in the upper restaurant and I'm here with Corinne and we are basically going to try a Ouija board session. So, as I've never really done a Ouija board session before, I'm going to hand you over to Corinne because she's going to guide me because I'm not 100% sure
Okay.
what I'm doing. So,
Right, just to make it clear, I'm a total skeptic with these.
okay.
But the reason we do them, because when we do them, we seem to get other things happen.
Okay.
So whether it promotes activity, I don't know.
Okay.
But we'll see what happens. So again, I don't believe in doing protection, opening or shutting,
Okay.
because,
Yeah.
okay?
I'm with it.
So finger lightly on the glass, just be open-minded.
Yeah.
And I'd like you to call out as you would normally.
Okay, so just
Okay.
like if there's any spirits here that.
Come forward. If the glass does happen to move, just ask, are you connected to the inn? There's yes, there's no, etc. And see if we get any interaction.
Okay. Okay, so if there is any spirits with us, could you make yourself known to us, please?
Calling on the spirits of the inn, we asked you to draw forth. We were here now hoping for the children who like to play in this area to come forward. So we call on Tommy, Arabella, Hannah, Elizabeth and any other children to come forward and try and move this glass. Dave's never tried this before. And we'd like you to push the glass and see if you can move it around the board. Okay? So come forward. Also, Henry, if you're here, if you'd like to come forward and talk to us, just gently move the glass and just let yourselves be known. Come on, children, you were so good in the shop. Could you please come and put your hands on Dave? Here's Dave. We call him Uncle Dave. No, it's just gone completely flat. Just completely.
How about me and Kelly swap places? What we're going to do is Kelly's going to swap places with me because I have a theory to the fact that two women possibly might have better communication with these children than what I am, because I have this feeling I just think they could be possibly frightened or scared of me, and where I'm not the smallest person in the world, they might be just a little bit frightened. So I'm just thinking we switch it round to maybe a woman.
Oh, hang on, the MF1 went. Keep talking.
Maybe switching it round to maybe Kelly sitting here.
Right, so, as Dave just said, documenting. Obviously, we're all in the room, but this was supposed to be just a Dave and Corinne experiment.
MF1 starting as soon as you sat down.
But hey, Tommy, we spoke earlier in the gift shop. Are you still here? Would you like to come and see me again? You were really good earlier. Should we try and talk again? What about this, Tommy? We got a little beep again. Come on, Tommy, I know you can do better than that because you did better than that earlier. And before we started filming again...
What was that doing?
Yeah, I heard that.
And before we started filming again...
What was that doing?
Yeah, I heard that.
Someone got a phone on.
No. No. Not me anyway.
Mine's off.
My phone's upstairs.
No, mine's
And we're
off.
getting beeps. Well, that was like a dong.
That was that MF1 then. Oh, that wasn't the bell.
That was the bell.
That was the bell.
That was...
Yes.
That was the bell.
That was ding.
Yes.
We got Alex to unlock the door by Tyler. That was the bell of the...
Right, let's
It's picking up.
Well, leave the door locked
leave it,
Okay.
yeah.
and see if you can get here
Was-
again.
Was that...
Because you were asking, right?
Earlier when we come back, could you make the bell go off for
Yeah.
me? I did. We asked that in the gift shop. I understand one of the young ladies that work in here
There it is.
have said that you've rang the bell for them once. Do you think you could show us how you do that as well? Just maybe to say goodbye and then we will leave you with your marble. And we're getting movement on that.
Pew.
There.
What a difference. Dave goes,
Yeah.
you come back.
Quite a good theory.
Hey.
Hey.
They're going to feel more comfortable around two women.
Right, Tommy, that was brilliant. Did you just ring the bell to let us know that you're here?
Make the lights really blue if you did that, Tommy.
Was that you? I asked you earlier to do that, didn't I? Did you do that for me?
Make the lights as blue as you can if you rang the bell in the shop.
Thank you.
Bright blue. Bright blue.
Come and run up. Come and see me, Tommy. I'd love for you to come up. Come and give me a hug or something, Tommy. I'm a mummy. Come and give me a hug. You done really well. If that was you that just made that bell go, could you do it again, please?
Another experiment is holding your hand, ask them
Yeah,
to
ask
put the hand in and to close your hand up.
Okay. You're doing brilliant, Tommy. It's actually just my... I done my funny every now and then. That might have been me.
Yeah.
Tommy, are you trying to tell us to go in the gift shop again? Is that what it is? Are you wanting us to go in there so you can play with your ball again?
if he does, he has to ring the bell.
Right. Tommy, listen now. I'm going to ask you to do something really good for me. And if you can do that for me, I promise we'll come back in the gift shop for you. So, Tommy, if you could ring that bell again for me in the gift shop, we'll unlock the door and come and see you again. Can you do that for me, please? Try really hard. That must have been the bell, mustn't it? None of us have got phones on. We're all filming. No, it was. We even had a vibration one on there then.
Yeah. But we must ring the bell, my darling, okay? Do it for me, please. Come on, Tommy. If you can't do it, perhaps the other children can ring the bell.
Right, Tommy, we come here so that Corinne could show us some of this. Maybe, have you communicated with Corinne on this before?
No.
No? Have you seen one of these before, Tommy? Have you seen one of these? Maybe some other people that have visited have used one of these before. Could you try and use it for us?
I think what would be a good idea, if the bell doesn't go off, we get Alex to unlock it, to stand in there, shut the door,
and try to duplicate that
and then
noise.
see when you do the reviewing if the sound is the same.
Yeah.
And then you'll know for sure.
Come on, we just love to hear. I've heard stories of hearing the patter of feet running up this corridor. And before we started filming again...
What was that? Ding.
Yeah, I heard that.
Someone got a phone on.
No. No. Not me anyway.
Mine's off.
My phone's upstairs.
No,
And
mine's
we're
off.
getting beeps. Well, that was like a dong.
That was that MF1 then. Oh, that wasn't the bell.
That was the bell.
That was the bell.
And before we started filming again...
I have an idea.
Uh-huh.
Tommy, would you like one of the men to go and stand in the toilets on their own so you can frighten them? Make those lights...
Did someone yawn? That was Dave.
Make those lights like really blue if you want someone to go down there on their own.
Who's volunteering for that then, boys?
Oh.
There he goes. Right, Dave's down
Yeah.
there. Colin's coming back.
So he is going to be ultra sensitive to any sound or feeling.
Okay.
That's the whole point
Is he
of the
okay?
experiment.
He's fine.
In position. Right.
So we're going to call out.
That one will probably go off.
Come on, guys.
Call out for things to happen to him. To
Right.
get the children to sort of like
Go on then.
pinch the back of his
Go
neck.
for it. Go
Right.
on.
Tommy, all the children, I would like you to run down and tap, thank you my darling, tap Dave at the back of his leg. Give him a little tap or poke, just something so he knows you're there. And he can hear your footsteps. So run down now and touch him.
Sorry.
What was the matter? Okay, tell us what happened.
Just something so he knows you're there. And he can hear your footsteps. So run down now and touch him.
Sorry.
What was the matter? Okay, tell us what happened.
Just something so he knows you're there. And he can hear your footsteps. So run down now and touch him.
Sorry.
What was the matter? Okay, tell us what happened.
Just something so he knows you're there. And he can hear your footsteps. So run down now.
I saw something in the disabled toilet. I'm sorry, but I just scared the living bejesus straight out of me. I saw something in the disabled toilet
That's
come
right.
out at me. At me. So, it's about, I'm just going to check my phone. There you go. 24 minutes past 4 here in the morning at the Jamacia Inn. All I can tell you is yes, tonight has been a very active night. My senses were extremely heightened today, but my investigation isn't 100% technically over yet. I have to sleep in one of the haunted rooms. We investigate this room later on tonight. I can tell you that I feel a little bit on edge. I'm not gonna lie. Hopefully I'm tired enough to go to bed. So get a good night's sleep. And then when I wake up in the morning, I kind of review in my head what's happened today. But I am quite tired. So on that note, I'm going to basically turn the light off. I'm going to set an alarm. For not so long from now. Probably about 7, 7:30. So we get 3 hours. And what a night. The one thing I have to say is that I come into this investigation like really excited, and it hasn't disappointed. So like I said, got an EVP player running. I'm sorry, I'm tired, it's taking me a long time to say stuff. So I'm just gonna get this sorted. Get into bed. Fingers crossed, we might get something. Good morning, guys. So I have spent the last probably 3 hours asleep in one of the haunted rooms here. Now, one of the mega contributing factors in the sleep last night, and I'm pretty sure that probably the camera's audio would have picked it up, and even the EVP player, was the aggressiveness of the wind last night. It was horrific. It must be coming off the moors or off the down there, but I'm telling you now, that was a very, very contributing factor to last night's sleep. As you saw, before I actually went to sleep, I was laid on my back. I was actually dozing. I was actually fighting going to sleep because of basically some of the events that happened through the evening. But I managed to get to sleep. I can't honestly tell you if I caught anything when I was asleep. I had a couple of times where I woke up and I thought I saw a couple of things, but that's why this camera was here, so I'm not 100% sure. All I can tell you is that the weather out there is absolutely wild this morning. It really, really is. I'm gonna basically brave going out there in a second. I'm gonna come back, but while I'm gone, I'm gonna still keep this running, still keep the EVP player going, give it a little bit of a prompt when I'm gone, and see if any more activity I can get. I'm picking these up for a reason, placing down on the end of the bed. I'm going to do a quick investigation this morning, so I'll have to keep a coat on because I'm cold. Okay, I don't know how much time I've got left on this camera. The other parts of the team are basically just across the room. We have Colin, who's sleeping. This floor is where we're all sleeping. I decided to have just a quick investigation. I was outside just a minute ago, and I wanted to do a quick investigation. I just had this urge to do this, so I'm going to do it. So, right. I understand there may not be any energy here now, but I just believe this is worth a try. I can keep the lights on, to the fact that it's actually pretty much broad daylight outside now. So, okay. If there is anybody here with me, if the shadow of the man who's supposed to be seen that walks through the bathroom door around here to here, the guy with the tricorn hat, if you are here with me, can you make your presence known to me? I have 2 devices. On the edge of the bed here, we have this one. You can talk into that little red light for us. Okay? You go up to that and tell us your name. You have to pardon the wind. The weather outside is very, very rough. So I'm not going to go for knocking responses as such. I'm just going to try and use some old-fashioned kind of communication techniques just with the kit that I've got, because I can't do knocking responses on this because the wind is just playing havoc right now. How about this device in my hand? You can make this go up to red. You can make this flicker if you come near it. Please, if you're around me, if there is anybody here, I don't know why I had the urge to all of a sudden investigate. I just felt it was worthy. So come on, if there is anybody here with me, please, can you make yourself known to me by using one of these devices? Please make this one go up to red. Twitching. Thank you. That's brilliant. But I can. It's going. It's going. It's going. It's going. It's going. Please tell me that's on camera. It's going. It must be on camera. Look, it's going. I want to say thank you straight away. I'm gonna have to check on this camera in a minute to see whether that's in shot. But that was twitching. Okay, that took me by surprise a little bit. I didn't really expect. Okay. All right. I want to confirm who this is. If this is a child, this is going to be like a little game. Now, I understand that we've asked a lot from you in the last few hours. I now want you to use my energy to make that go to red. I mean you no harm. It's going. It's going. I mean you no harm. I think what I might do actually is turn the light back off to see if that will pick up a bit better. Okay, hopefully that will now pick up a little bit better. Fingers crossed, that will show it more. Like I said, I'm going to 100% open myself up to you. I can't use knocking responses, there's just too much noise. This is the only 2 bits of equipment that you can actually communicate with me for. I'm not even going to try the knocking because of the noise. If that is you that's trying to communicate with me using this device, please, I know I'm asking a lot, can you make that go to red, please? I need you to either shout into the EVP player, into this red light, or make that flash to red, and I will stop right now. I give you my word. Flick it on green. If you need some energy to make it go to red, just use mine. I give you my permission. Make it go to red. That's orange. You're getting closer. All you gotta do is just make one of those go to red, and I'm done. Are you trying? He's trying. Whatever it is, he's trying. Come on. Final push. Come on. If you want me to stop, the only way I can do that is if you make that go to red. I'll keep trying. I promise you, when that goes to red, I will stop. I promise you. If that goes to red, I will say thank you and I will leave you in peace.